Mike?
Mike DuPont, 1 Maycomb Street, Berkeley, Massachusetts. I want to launch an airplane on a dolly, which I've done for the last 30 years. Can any of you tell me that there's an FAR that tells me that I can't do this? Because I've talked to the FAA, I've talked to the AOPA, I've talked to FSDOs in Alaska, Montana, etc. It's a normal procedure. I have a guy tied up that was supposed to be in Maine last weekend. I gave you plenty of notice that we were going to do it. So what's the story? Do we need a commission vote on this? If we do, then let's have one. I'm not going to answer.
Yeah, it's advisement only. You have to state your question. It's advisement only. I mentioned that at the beginning.
Well, I have a business at Taunton Airport, and you're infringing on my business. I want an answer.
Answer the man. Why can't you answer the man? Well, maybe the commission should just... Yeah, what good is this? What good is it?
We're not allowed to.
I'm not going to
I
answer.
don't know.
You're in jail, sir.
You check the oil and everything, Steve?
Check what?
The oil?
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Everything's good. Okay, I'm gonna make a path back through if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it's not like...
Question just for the commission. The floatplane launch. We talked about it a few weeks ago at the special meeting to choose the contractor or the middleman. I thought at the table it was a done deal as far as the owner of the floatplane agreed to pay for any expenses, anything that he damaged. It seemed like it was a green light.
Correct. We talked about it, but then looking at it, we talked about it, and that was our SOP meeting back in 2015, I believe it was. And those were just suggestions that were made, but the actual procedure was never put into place, and we don't have an approved procedure in place yet. So
why do we need an approved procedure?
To protect us from damage being done to the airport, to the runway lights, to the runway.
I'm sorry. I have motion adjourned.
I'll second that motion.
The floatplane. Who's required? Did the commission vote to come up with a special procedure for this?
Yes, the subcommittee voted to do this.
Subcommittee?
The subcommittee, we came up with the procedure for this because we had damage done to the airport in the past. So we had a subcommittee.
What damage?
We came up with all the requirements that we wanted to. We outlined it, but we never got it into an actual procedure. So that's what we're doing now. It was supposed to be done 2 years ago with Dan, the previous management. He didn't do it. So now we're looking back on it. We found it, and now we're in the process of doing that and adding it. We discovered lots of things that weren't added as they should have been. And
well, you were the chairman.
As things come across, correct, but as things come across, or
you think we're doing this?
But it's a flying an airplane procedure. Who are we to tell someone how to do?
You're not telling the pilot how to do anything. You're just protecting the airport for any damage that may be done. The runway and someone have in the ground. That's what we're thinking.
Until,
I think we're getting in the way.
Can I speak?
from the manager's office, I think we could just let it go until we get our own procedure in place.
But I think that in the interim, we need to let this plane get off the field.
Can I speak about the procedure?
Commission and take a vote.
Can I speak about the procedure?
Go ahead, Mike.
It's not much difference than a normal airplane takeoff. The only thing is the dolly stays on the ground. We've probably done 30 to 35 of these over the years. We've damaged one runway light that I remember. That was so long ago, that was when King Aviation was there. The letter that I sent to you clearly states the owners, and the chances of damaging anything other than a runway light are so slim that that's about what he'd be. Maybe you get two, but it's unlikely. Over the years, the dolly has either stayed on the runway or gone off into the grass and stopped. It's never been a problem. The way we do it is we put the plane on the dolly, we center line it on the runway. So we have one person with the airplane as it starts to roll. And then we have another person in a vehicle to immediately pick up the dolly once it stops rolling.